There we go. Looks like we're live. Awesome. Let's see what happens. Turn on another light. I forgot. That should be better. Awesome. Hey, let's get started. Hey, everybody. Welcome to my very first live on YouTube. I'm so excited. I have no idea how the comments work or how they're going to come across the screen. So hopefully some friends are going to jump on and watch me tonight. And we'll see some comments. I'm just going to share this out to where it should be. And we'll see what happens. There's a comment. Thank you. Hello, hello. Now I see it. That's great. Okay. I can hear myself playing back upstairs. Okay. I am going to take a moment, though, and just find this link and share it again to where it should be. We're good. Okay. Exciting. I have a fun project to do tonight, too. I can't wait to do this one. I've been hanging on to this one for quite some time. So I'm excited to do this one with you. Hi. You're come to see and to watch. I see another eye. Hello, hello. Make sure you say hi so we know you're here. I am going to, what are you doing? Are you just dancing in the video tonight? You are just dancing. I need to find the link so that I can share it again. Let's see. I might not be able to share it when it's live. Oh, this is all a huge learning curve for us. Huge learning curve. All right, we are going to get started and we're going to create this project and hopefully some other of our friends will join us here. I'm super excited. Thanks for being here and welcome to my channel. This is our very first live. My name is Sarah and this is Chic Chalking and Design. This is Avery. If you are new to me and YouTube or on YouTube of all of my lives. So thanks so much for being here. I am a find, which is absolutely fabulous. I have some more videos coming up later this week that are going to share some more of the things that I found, some tips and tricks for you so that you can save more money and get some creative inspiration going to the thrift store and what you can find there and what you can create. So thanks for being here and I appreciate that so very much. And we are going to get started. Let's go. Let's go.
Mom,
yes, buddy.
am I allowed to put my TV on while I work upstairs?
Mm-mm. No.
Why can't I?
I'm not having this discussion. Goodbye. All right, let's get going. All right. I'm going to turn my camera down so that you can see what I'm doing. So tonight's project involves a thrifted sweater. And we are going to turn this sweater into an amazing wall hanging using one of these embroidery hoops, which I just picked up at the local craft store. We're going to use a little bit of ribbon. This is more of a burlappy type ribbon, as well as a fabric scrap that we got. Actually, it's not scraps. This is fabric that I bought also at the craft store. And we're going to use that on our wall hanging. That's basically what we're creating tonight, is a wall hanging. So we're going to get started. We're also going to do some chalking, and that's what we're going to do first. Hello, Lana Shaw. How are you? Thanks for being here, buddy. Can you do me a favor, my friend, and hit share and send this out to our pages so everyone knows that this is where I am tonight? Thank you so much for being here. I am excited. This is a little nerve-wracking for me. This is a totally different platform, different screen for me to look at, and a bunch of learning that I'm trying to do. And I'm not sure why we keep auto-focusing. Autofocus. I'm going to go a little bit further. Awesome. All right, I'm going to chalk first because that is what I want to do. And tonight's project is actually going to use our Club Couture transfer. So this is our monthly subscription club. Got a little bit of a glare tonight. But this is the club transfer for September. And every month there is a different transfer you get. And it comes as a complete project. So you get the transfer and you get 3 paste singles, all coordinated, so that you can create a number of projects because our transfers are reusable. You can use them over and over and over again, which is lovely because it's not a one and done. It is reusable. You can use the same transfer over and over multiple times. And the paste that comes with it is also going to get you through probably 2 or 3 projects because you get a fair amount. So the club transfer is a subscription. So you just join and the transfer gets sent to you every single month. And it comes complete with the paste, which is fabulous. So I'm going to use my sticky mat, and I'm actually going to chalk right on top of my ribbon, which I have never done this before. So we're going to give this a try and see how it goes. And we're going to use a portion of that transfer. The other really nice thing about the transfers is that you don't have to use the whole thing. You can be creative. Thank you, darling. I love it. Thanks so much for sharing. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. We'll see. I see some other eyes. Don't be shy. If you're here, make sure you say hello. I would love to say hi, interact with you. This is our first live on YouTube, so we're hoping to expand our audience. And if you're new to us, please say hi. So these, I'm going to explain a little bit. This is a reusable vinyl transfer, and it is sticky on the back. And that's what makes it so special, is that every time you craft with this, you're going to get amazing results. And I'm going to show you just how easy that is to do. I'm actually going to take this and I'm going to, I can't wait for you to get your transfer either, Lana. I believe that we have a tomorrow. So I will message you because I know you're in town tomorrow. And if it comes while you're here, you can come and snag it. But I will definitely message you. So I'm just taking my transfer and I am sticking it to my ribbon. I want it nice and well stuck so that I don't get any bleed through. And that's the nice thing about this. That's why I say anyone can do this and anyone can have great results, because when you use these transfers, it's almost fail proof, honestly. Everyone I've ever taught to do it can do it really, really well and creates a beautiful project and is so excited and so happy when they see the results. So I've stuck that down really well. I like to go over mine several times, really press and make sure I always trace the letters, sure the edges are all well pressed down. And because I'm chalking onto this ribbon that's got a bit of a gap, I should get a nice transfer here. So it should be fine. I'm going to use my chalk paste, and the color is spruce. Oh, Kristen, we'll have to look into that and see. Thanks so much for being here. I'm grateful for Lana too for sharing. I was trying to do it myself, but I'm going to have to look at it a little bit more and figure out how to do that because I couldn't find the link quick enough. So I'll go back and try and learn how to do that. So we're going to ink, or sorry, we're not inking, we're chalking right on top of this ribbon. And I've never done this before, so we'll see how it turns out. But a little bit of chalk paste on my squeegee, and I just lightly drag it across my silk screen, making sure that I've covered all of the spaces, and then we'll see what it looks like. This is the best part, peeling it off. Oh, it looks great. That looks lovely. You can totally see how well that looks. Awesome. Hello, Brandy. Thanks for being here, friend. Awesome, awesome. I hope you guys had a fabulous day. I'm so glad. Thanks to Lana for sharing us out into the groups so that we could get everybody over here. That's awesome. All right, I'm going to just space this. I'm going to look and see how close I want it to be. And my little, actually, I can probably go down a little bit lower than that. It's because of the sticky mat, it's a little bit more challenging just because it's the sticky mat. The sticky transfer is also sticking to the sticky mat. So I'm going to go, I want my word autumn to be in line with my word hello. So I'm going to center it, and then I'm going to come back and do the long sweepy T. I'm going to lift my transfer and come back and do that. So I'll show you what I mean. It's easier to explain. So I'm going to get this nice and well stuck. Your club transfer arrived today, Kristen. That is awesome. That is so great because you're going to be able to create with it. That's fabulous. So fun. Yeah, I love the way, I've never done this before, but I do like the way it looks. So a little bit of chalk paste drawn across. And if you've never seen chalking done, or you've never seen this, these kinds of projects done, please feel free to leave your comments in the comment section, and I will be sure to come back. If you have questions, I will answer those. I absolutely adore this color. It is perfect. I do want to make sure I got really good coverage. So I'm looking through my transfer to make sure that I can see all of that green on there really, really well. All right, I'm going to lift this up, and then I'm probably going to have to dry it before I can put that swoopy T down. Oh, I like the way it looks. I'm just going to stick this over here so that it doesn't get stuck onto anything else. Stick it to the edge of my desk. And I'm going to grab my dryer, and I'm just going to dry my chalk paste. It does not take any time at all for your chalk paste to dry. So just go ahead and do that step. But look at how sharp it looks on the burlap ribbon. It looks really great. This is going to be an awesome experiment. I'm excited to try to cut up this sweater with you. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Kristen. It is wonderful that you can add chalk to anything. Really can, almost anything. Yeah, I absolutely will, Lana. I will message you when I get done off of here. Thanks, Brandy. Brandy's got a project she started. She's teasing us on her Facebook wall. I can't wait to see what she creates. I don't want to smudge it, so I'm being cautious, but I think we might be okay. Yep, we are good. Yeah, isn't it pretty? The green is really pretty. And then when we put this all together, it's really going to look lovely. I tried to pick a sweater that had some really fall-like colors. So I'm putting my transfer back down because right now that T doesn't look like a T. So because the ribbon isn't wide enough to get that whole letter in. So I'm just going to put this back down, and you can do this too, right? Some of you have seen me before sort of manipulate transfers to get letters to be the way I want them to be. And you can totally do this. Just play with it until you get it where you want it to be. I'm lining up the edges of the T so I can see the T right here. It's where I want it to be. So I'm just going to push down on this swoopy bit, right like that. And I'm going to go back in with my chalk paste just to do that swoopy bit. I don't know. It might have a technical name, but I'm calling it the swoopy bit. So my T looks like a T. Let's pull that off and see how that goes. Love it. Oh, that looks great. And it actually ran right into the A, and it looks fabulous. I'll hold it up so you can see better. My transfer is just going to sit over there. And when I'm done, I'm going to take it to the sink. And I'm going to wash it up with just water. That's all you need to wash your transfers and your tools. How great is that? Didn't it come out sharp? The green on the burlap looks really sharp. And like I said, never chalked on ribbon before, but I had this idea and I thought it would be great. And I'm so glad I did because I love the way this looks. It's awesome. Okay, so we're going to set this aside and we're going to clean up and we're going to get to the sweater part. You posted 2 of the 3. Well, I'm going to have to go look because I must have missed it over dinner. I'm curious to see what you're doing. I think I know what you're creating on though, Brandy. I think I've seen those at the store before. They look like little signs. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Kristen. I love the way it turned out. So my chalk mat is a little bit dirty. I'm just going to spray that real quick because if I put it away dirty, I will need it the next time and then I'll have to wait for it to dry. All right, I might have lied. I lied. I'm going to have to scrub that with another sponge eraser. I'll do that after. All right. The only reason I used the mat was because I wanted the ribbon to stay tight. So that's the only reason that I did that. Okay. I'm going to put that ribbon up out of the way and my fabric as well. And I'm going to bring up my sweater and my embroidery hoop. So embroidery hoop came from Michael's. They are incredibly inexpensive. You may even have some in your crafts. You may have aunts or moms or grandmoms who might still have some embroidery hoops. I did not have any here, so I had to go buy a new one. Also check for these at the thrift store. You might be able to find one of these there as well. Are you going to bed?
No, I'm just going to give you a hug.
Okay.
Can I make myself soup for tomorrow's lunch, but like I have to do it tomorrow?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay.
Yep. So embroidery hoop, I'm just going to use as a gauge right now because I need to figure out how much of this sweater I'm going to cut. Now, I'm using an upcycled sweater. This is one that I found at the thrift store, and it was actually marked down. So I got lots more coming at you about thrift stores and how to find great things and how to get good deals. But keep in mind that before you throw anything out or before you take anything to the thrift store, think about whether or not you could use it in another way. And I have a whole series of videos coming up on how to create with thrift store stuff. So this is going to be awesome. So I have plans for the rest of this sweater. My only place where I'm undecided is whether or not I want a lot of this pattern in, or if I want to go to the bottom and put this portion of the sweater in. And I actually think I might do the bottom portion.
Bottom part? Just
Yeah.
down?
If you have an opinion on which part of this sweater we should use, feel free to drop it in the comments. I'm just curious because I'm going to go with, right, so this is going to go across like that. And I'm thinking that if I do this part down here, so I still have a little bit of the pattern in, and the majority of it is just neutral. Or do I put it up here with the busy part of the sweater? I'm unsure. Awesome, awesome. If you have an opinion, drop it in the comments so I can see. Top or bottom, let me know. What do you think? I'm undecided. I think I might, I don't know. I'm thinking bottom. All right, I'm going to start to deconstruct the sweater.
Mama,
Yes.
I think you should do the top.
You think I should do the top?
Yeah, this part.
I agree with you, Kristen. I think the bottom is where it's going to stand out better. And I want to put a few autumn leaves on it. So I think the bottom is going to be less busy. Thanks, Avery, but I agree with you guys. Oh, look at that. Kristen says hi.
Hi.
In her orange shirt that she made. All right. Oh, I don't know whether they can see your sweater or your shirt. All right, so I'm just taking the scissors to it. I'm cutting it a little bit big because I need to make sure I have enough to pull it through the embroidery hoop. But the rest of the sweater is going to get used for a couple of other projects that I have planned. So, all right, go for it.
I just thought I had a say.
You thought you should have a say? All right, well, you got voted off the island.
That is a weird thing to say.
Sorry.
We're not on an island at all.
We are not. We are not. This is going to make you, these kinds of projects, I'm telling you, what I have planned for the next little bit with these upcycled projects, it's going to make you rethink all of the things that you've got in your closet, in your kids' closet, wherever. I think that you can start at home and see what you can find, and then hit the thrift store if you can't find something that's suitable. Lower half's what we're doing. and I will set the rest of the sweater aside. It's a bit of a sheddy sweater. Like, I don't know what it's made out of. It might be made of wool. Definitely not something that we were going to wear for sure. You've been waiting to see this sweater. Well, you joined us just in time, Annette. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for coming to find me over here. I got tons of sweater projects planned. So it's not just this one project that's going to come out of this sweater. So embroidery hoop, I'm going to take it apart, just loosen the top and put the bottom piece on the bottom. Lay my sweater. Hopefully I've cut it big enough. That'll be the thing. And then I have, and this is just going to put it all together. And that's how simple this is. I don't know whether I said or not. This fabric is also from Michaels. I put it somewhere. Oh, here. They come in these little square packages now. I didn't want to go over to Fabricland. I didn't want to buy a whole half yard. I have no idea the size of this, honestly. I've just cut this little piece off of it, but you get this much fabric. So a fair amount, enough to do several things. I mean, you couldn't sew a piece of clothing or anything out of it, but enough to do a couple of things with it for $2. So really, really inexpensive for crafting. And they had the neutrals that I was looking for. So I've just sliced a piece off of there. And then I'm going to lay my ribbon over top of that. So the fabric in this case is really only giving me a bit of a background. I just wanted something to break up brown on brown. So, oh, they have them at Walmart too. Oh, good to know. That's great to know. So I always look at the fabric scraps, or fabric pieces, to see whether or not there's anything there that speaks to me, so that I can craft with it. I haven't sewn in a long time. I used to sew when the kids were little, but I haven't sewn in a long time. So I do have some fabric, but it's not really, it's more kiddie than crafty, if that makes any sense. So all I'm going to do is pull my, I might actually have to loosen this off a little bit more. Pull my embroidery hoop over the top of my sweater. Get it all the way around. It's probably the hardest part, is getting that. I think it needs to be loosened off a little bit more. There's a fair amount of fabric here, so you got to put, you got to stretch. Got to get her stretched over top of everybody. And then there we go. Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to pull this as tight as I can, because I don't want any like gap there in my ribbon. I definitely need more hands. Oh, I'm not a genius, Annette, but I do love the way this is going to look. If I can just get it to stay together. I need to, I'm just cautious of how much I pull this. I don't want it to come apart, because there is a fair amount of, the sweater's pretty thick. And I was really mindful of that when I was looking for sweaters. And I was trying to find one that was relatively thin. There we go. Might be better. So I'm going to tighten this up just a smidge. Pull my sweater tight all the way around, making sure that those hoops stay together. Double check to make sure that it's straight. But definitely, yeah, an extra set of hands, Kristen, would come in handy. So just get your sweater tucked in and then pull it tight. pull everything tight without popping your hoops apart. So just do it carefully. And like I said, you might have a sweater that's suitable. I was looking for one that was fall-ish. So that's what I wanted, but you could do this with anything. This could be a Christmas project. This could be a spring, like, and the possibilities are endless, really. So I really like the way this is looking. All right, I'm going to tighten and I'm going to start to trim. So I'm just tightening the top so that it stays put. And it doesn't pop off. And then I'm going to trim. And that's all there is to it, is you just trim the edges as close to the hoop as you can get it. Trim everything off, including your ribbon. I might have to go back and do a little bit of extra trimming. Yes, Lana was my savior tonight. This is all still very new to me, and I couldn't figure out where the link button was so that I could share it on my phone. I'll get it all figured out. Oh, I should see if these are actually, it's probably not usable for another craft. I'm not sure. I'll hang on to the scraps anyway. I always do. Oh, I've had this project sitting here for so long. I was so excited to be able to do it with you today. And so then this will hang if you want it to hang. It'll hang just on any sort of wall hook, will be lovely. And how easy is that to just be able to create this lovely little wall hanging out of a recycled sweater. And it says, "Hello, Autumn." So there is a bit of a gap. I'm going to show you. You can see. Oh, no, Teresa. It was painful. I don't want to hear that it was painful. Oh, no. I'm hoping that we'll all become more familiar with YouTube. So pretty. Thank you. Oh, I love this project too. Thank you. Thank you, Kristen. And Annette, I really appreciate your feedback. I appreciate all of you for jumping over here and following me over on this platform. It's awesome. It's awesome. It really is about reaching more people. So that's part of the reason why we are expanding ourselves onto YouTube, because YouTube will push my videos out. The more we interact and the more we actually, I'll save that and chat with you about it afterwards. Okay, so my next question for you is, leave this as is, plain and simple, like this. Ooh, come on. Do we add on a couple of little leaves? Oh, I'm so glad it gave you an idea, Lana. That's fabulous. These are from Dollar Tree, these little leaves. And I like getting my foliage and things from Dollar Tree. They always have the best. In my mind, they always have the best. I'm not talking about a ton here, but I'm wondering if we tuck a couple of leaves in just like that. Ooh, a felt leaf. I have felt leaves. Like these ones. Oh, or embroidery up here. Yeah, the possibilities here are endless. I have these ones too. Do we like tuck a little leaf in? I'm curious. I don't know. What do you think? Thank you, Lana. Oh, you guys are so great with your feedback. I appreciate it. I kind of like these ones better than these felt jobs. Nice. Thank you. But do you just toss? What do you think? Add the leaves or leave it alone? Because I could totally just add those 2 little leaves like that, just on the edge. Kind of like the way that is looking. The embroidery hoop is making me a little nervous, but I think it's fine. It's just me. Nobody's going to play with it. All right. It does look like a big Christmas ornament. Oh, Teresa, that's a great idea. Imagine the possibilities. Ooh, that's a wonderful idea. Somebody store that one away for another month or 2. Find a sweat. Go start looking for sweaters. All right. I have this. Hopefully this is warm. Yeah, I'm warm. Yeah. You like these leaves too. That's what you're saying. They're actually, they're a little bit fabricy. I know what you're saying though. Like they have plastic parts, fake leaves. I'm just putting a tiny little bit of glue on the stem and I'm just going to tuck it in here and glue it down to the sweater. It's a decorative piece. No one is going to pick at this, and I just want to get it stuck so it doesn't come flying out. But I like the look of the leaves and flowers and things from Dollar Tree. I just think they're always $1.25. So you don't have to pay. At Dollarama now we're paying like almost $4 for floral picks. That's ridiculous. So I hide the little stem right inside of there and it's done. You don't even see it. The only other place I'm going to add a little bit of glue, and I just want to show you, I don't even know if I can get this right, but to see where I'm pointing here, because there is a gap, right? Because that's the way embroidery hoops work. There's a gap there. I'm going to put just a little bead of glue here to hold that sweater tight, because there's nothing else holding it. That's the only other place I'm going to put a little bit of glue. And when you go to take this apart and reuse it for another season, that glue will come right off. Don't worry about that. Just because you put some hot glue on it doesn't mean it's permanent. But there's no need to glue anywhere else. I just want that top piece of sweater nice and tight. I like that. I like it. You could run actually top center. What do you mean? Do you mean like put a leaf there at top center? I'll cut another one and you tell me if that's what you mean. I mean, you could run as many leaves as you wanted. You could run them all the way around, right? Like you could do it like that even. Some of these are velvety looking. Is that what you meant, Teresa, to kind of hide the embroidery hoop piece? So it looks a little bit more like a wreath. Yeah, like that. Oh, you can't even see it. I've just set them in there. What do you think of that? Add the leaves up that first little side. Kind of like that. And then it hides. It would also hide, have a leaf up here, top center. It's going to hide however it hangs on the wall too. So that's something else to consider. What do you guys think? Drop me in the comments. Yay or nay with the extra leaves. I kind of like it. Oh, I love my sweater. Sorry, I'm all excited about this project, but this one is cool. I love it. Something totally different than we've done before. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Kristen. The possibilities are completely endless. There's so many things that you can do. All right, I'm going to glue these in, and then we will be just a little bit of glue on the stem. I find that's the easiest because then I can manipulate my little leaf and get it wherever I want it to be. Use another leaf to protect my fingers. Oh, hello. Hi. You could add a little dab on the wood as well there, just to keep that leaf from flopping all over. It totally depends. You do with it what you want, right? Everybody's going to create this differently, but I'm liking this as an option. I love that it's different. I have not seen this done before. Well, obviously, I mean, I didn't come up with this all on my own. It's a variation of another idea that I saw another crafter do, but I have not seen this done very often. So I was kind of intrigued by doing something different. Call it market research. It does look lovely. I like it like this. I'm tempted to just leave it like that. Because I do kind of like the look of the, I don't know that I want to cover this up. I think I'm going to leave it just like that.
What are you doing?
I made this.
Oh, it's pretty.
It is different. You are absolutely right. It is totally different. And it's just
like you wrecked a sweater just to do that.
I didn't wreck a sweater, but I guess I did. Yes, I wrecked a sweater. But it is very light. It adds some more textile, right? A little bit more dimension. I your comment, Lana, about the glue. I don't think you're going to need the extra glue on the back. Honestly, it's not going anywhere. It is not as tight as perhaps I would like it, but it's not looking floppy either. So I'm going to change my camera so you guys can see.
Can I put this one of these in my room?
as long as I can have them back when I go to do the living room.
Okay.
So I'll hold it out this way so you can see. So it looks fabulous. I just love it. But if you look on the back side, the sweater is sandwiched in between. So, and it's quite tight. Like it's not standing out a whole ton. So it's not gonna prevent it from hanging flush against the wall. You're gonna be able to just hang it just like that with a little picture hook will be fine on the wall. Even use a command hook if you just don't like to do stuff permanent. Just use a little command hook on your wall. And it is super cute. I love it. Oh, I love the colors. The brown sweater looks really great, doesn't it? And lots of, I think there's enough empty space, white space, whatever they call that, that it just looks nice and plain and simple, which we love. We love, love, love. Awesome. Well, I have to say a huge, huge thank you. I know. Thank you, guys. I love your positive feedback and your comments. I also had to say a huge thank you to you for following me over here. I hope that it wasn't too much of an inconvenience. But what's happening on Facebook is that videos and lives are getting suppressed and they're not being shown to new people. And I love you guys and I want to continue to craft with you. But I have to get in front of a little bit of a new audience as well. And YouTube, depending on as I build and as there's more comments and there's more interaction, there's more subscribers, YouTube will actually push my videos out to more people, which will get me in front of a bigger audience, which is what we need to be able to do to grow our business. So I appreciate you being loyal followers and subscribers to me and to our business and to our crafting. I totally appreciate you. And I'm so, so thankful for you coming over here today. I think for the time being, we're going to do live on YouTube just once a week. And just to try and build things as we go here. And I'm going to be doing some more content that is specifically just for YouTube. I will always link it in Facebook, but make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. I'm curious, Kristen, I'll have to go and look at why you didn't get a notification. But if you are subscribed and have hit the bell, so there's a little bell somewhere. Thank you, Annette. Thank you. Thank you. It means so much to me. Social media is this huge animal, but it means that I get to stay home with my girls and my family and stay safe and stay healthy. And that is incredibly important to me. So for us to be able to do this, and I love it. I love to craft. I love to interact with you guys. So I'm really having a blast. But it is a business and we need to think of it from that angle as well. So thank you. Thank you so, so, so very much. So hit the red subscribe button and hit the bell. There's a little bell looking thing. I'm looking for it on my screen. There's no bell next to your subscribe button. Okay, I will look into it. Like I said, we are learning all of these things. So Greg is helping me and I have to give a huge shout out to Greg. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him encouraging me and pushing me and helping me because it really is we've spent the better part of the last week or so learning YouTube, literally. And we strategize every day about, you know, how we can do this and whatnot. And he's been so supportive and he's helped me a great deal. And I wouldn't be here without him. So a huge shout out to him and a huge shout out to all of you, because without you here watching me and commenting, it wouldn't be happening either. So I promised myself I wouldn't get sappy, but you guys you're a huge part of my life now. So thank you so much. And I appreciate it. You will forever in my heart be the originals, my original crafters. So thank you for being here and thank you for your support. And we will Hang on with me. That's right, Annette. Hang on while we manage all the speed bumps and get it figured out. I appreciate it. And I will continue to do my best to find you unique projects just like this one so that you can create beautiful things at your home as well. And definitely things that are reusable and things that are sustainable and things that aren't going to cost you a whole ton. So thank you. Thank you. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Oh, you're wonderful. Awesome. All right. I'm going to leave it at that tonight. Thank you so much. You will find me over on Facebook tomorrow night, 7:30 as usual with another new project. So I will see you then. Take care, stay safe and be well. And thank you so much for being here tonight. I love you all. Bye.